One take Timmy, baby. It is the end of the world. I just left the grocery store and there was no toilet paper to be found. And thankfully your boys got Bape toilet paper and Chinatown Market designer toilet paper with the LV monogram on it. You already know I'm wiping my asshole in style. Even though low key, those are not 4-ply. Those are like half-ply toilet papers and they are not comfortable. So really, I don't want to use those to wipe my ass. Anyways, guys, it is the zombie apocalypse. I'm just waiting for someone to get hit with this virus and then pass away and then wake up. And thankfully, I got the zombie survival guide. Your boy is going to head out into the middle of the wilderness, build my fortress, gather my supplies, gather the gangstars together so we can beat this zombie apocalypse. Shit is looking crazy, but in all seriousness, I really hope that all you guys are staying safe out there. Like, this is absolutely insane. I feel like the news that comes from this every single day is just exponentially getting worse and worse and worse. That being said, I'm still gonna bring you guys some videos, even though the Goodwill bins is closing till April 2nd, I believe. I just posted a super sick video yesterday that a lot of you guys seem to appreciate, like the tidbits of information that I gave you guys about the brand. I'm curious how this is gonna fit, to be honest. It's got this yellow collar, which was honestly one of the main reasons I bought it. Low key, the yellow kind of almost goes with the yellow on these pants. But for that reason, I'm actually gonna be talking more, or I guess giving a little bit more information in this video. So if you guys appreciate that, you guys appreciate learning some things, of course, hit that like button down below. Make sure you subscribe, turn on post notifications. When you hit that little notification bell, make sure you select all, so that way YouTube notifies you of every single post. And although we are in this post-apocalyptic world, the zombie apocalypse, your boy's still gonna bring you the fit pics on the gram. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. The Instagram's at the Starlife. It's TheStarlife. And of course, follow Robotus and Poppy as well. Robotus and Poppy is a page where I resell a lot of Supreme. I do raffles and I do a lot of like below retail steals. The raffles feel extremely quick and the below retail steals usually sell out in less than a minute. So make sure you turn on post notifications and story notifications when you follow Robotus and Poppy. Anyways, this week's collaboration is honestly really dope. And after doing some research about Rammellzee, it's given me a lot of appreciation for this collab. The first piece that I want to discuss is this piece right here, which is kind of like a photo tee. And the reason I say kind of like a photo tee is because it is a character that Rammellzee basically created. Like, he basically makes these suits of armor and these crazy masks out of garbage, and he calls these characters garbage gods.
Who made all these gods out of garbage and these weapons out of skateboards?
Rammellzee.
And it is one of these characters wearing a box logo. However, it's not a traditional photo tee in the sense that it's an actual photo, like a square with a photo being taken of the individual wearing the box logo, because the individual is actually cut out and there is no background. So it's definitely a little unique, a little bit different than what Supreme normally does. I think I would have preferred to just have a more traditional photo tee, but that being said, this piece is still really dope, and understanding that this character that Rammellzee created is a big part of his career, because a lot of times he would do these performances in these crazy suits of armor, makes me appreciate these pieces even more. Now, another piece that I think is really dope is this piece right here. It says Supreme in this graffiti writing, and then you have all this like futuristic writing on the back, and I absolutely need this blue one in a size medium for the personal. If you guys watched yesterday's video where I showed so much designer off, some fire pieces that I added to my collection, like Raf Simons, Fendi, all that. And if you guys didn't watch that, I will leave a link to that down in the description below. But I showed off some Brain Dead pants, and Brain Dead is a really dope brand. Instead of being a brand, I guess it's better described as a collective of artists where they basically apply their art to a lot of these garments. And one of the pieces that I copped were these like canvas carpenter pants that has this artwork written on it, and I think it would look absolutely dope with this t-shirt. Now, one of the reasons I like this t-shirt so much is because the Supreme writing is so exaggerated. It's almost not legible. Most people, if they did not know this was Supreme, would not see this and just think, oh, it says Supreme. Like, they would probably see the S and maybe the U, and then they might see the P and get like kind of confused. A lot of people who are not into graffiti might see this and just think it's scribble, because graffiti is still this like underground counterculture art form that I really love. I mean, obviously I got this hoodie done for my friend Carlos, who he not only created this graphic, but he's tagged up my door. I have graffiti like in my house all over the place, and yeah, it's just a dope form of art. Now, Rammellzee is not someone that I was super familiar with. I never did graffiti personally. I don't know why, once again, Vin Diesel is riding a moped outside my apartment. But anyways, it is an art form that I've always appreciated, and it has gotten me into several brands such as Rebel 8, which started off more in the graffiti scene. I'll talk about the back print in a second, because on both the t-shirts that are dropping, they have this like really futuristic back print. It almost looks like the blueprint of like an X-Wing or some other spaceship from Star Wars, which is super fitting because his style is known as Gothic futurism, or I think there was another one that was like Afrofuturism.
They need to switch it so they can be true to the motherfucking monks. Because the monks was the only niggas who could write this goddamn shit.
When you look at the front of the other t-shirt that is dropping, it says Supreme. You have some writing on the sleeves, and then of course you have the blueprint to the Star Wars X-Wing on the back as well. But in all seriousness, most people that would see the front of that, if they didn't know it was Supreme, they probably wouldn't even know what it says. They would probably deem that to be not legible, which is kind of his style. He pulls a lot of inspiration from Gothic monks and medieval like calligraphy where the writing is so elegant but so elaborate that it's hard to read. There's so much extra shit to the lettering that it makes it a little bit harder to read and almost illegible.
The monks, not the Pope, now had the power. When the monks realized what power they had, they hid the letter in the darkness of hell.
By what I understand, that's where he pulls a lot of inspiration from, so he deemed his style, I believe, Gothic futurism, because he's pulling a lot of inspiration from that older calligraphic writing, but doing this futuristic spin on it.
Before the subway riders discovered it, by the dim light of its illumination, they began to armor it for a new future.
Which is why, like, the front and the back of that is so perfect, because it kind of hybridizes these two styles together and it blends them together really well, which is why I think these pieces are so sick. Now, I probably won't keep the tee that is like, I'm just gonna call it a photo tee for ease of verbiage or ease of language, which is kind of funny to say because he talks a lot about language. But anyways, I will probably keep a blue tee of the tee that has the Supreme in his writing. And the reason for that is because I just copped some Brain Dead pants. If you guys watched yesterday's video, I showed off a bunch of designer, Prada, like all these designers, even designers that I didn't think I would buy or brands that I didn't think I would buy, like Diesel. Obviously they are the exact same blue, and I just think they are freaking gorgeous. Now, throughout the collaboration, they do talk about these Gore-Tex jackets, pants, and caps that dropped in week 1 or on week 1. And I don't think they are re-dropping those, but those were in the lookbook and those were pieces that we were excited to see. I at least did not really care for the red one, but that yellow one I think is so freaking gorgeous. It's so delicious, absolutely delectable. And on top of that, I will say it's a lot better in person. I didn't really fully appreciate that jacket until I saw it in hand, and I was like, wow, this jacket is so freaking beautiful. The colors are absolutely amazing. Now, although I don't think they're dropping those, they are dropping a sweatpant and hoodie, and this is something that I don't think I would have appreciated if I didn't read about Rammellzee and learn a little bit about his artwork and his style, but this is very, very New York. That being said, I do wish this was on like a denim jacket and like some chinos or a work pant as opposed to a sweatpant and a hoodie. And I just feel like those would have done his style a little bit more justice applied to those garments as opposed to like a hoodie and sweatpants. And the only reason I say that is because I feel like a hoodie and sweatpants is very casual, and I don't see Rammellzee's work as casual. I see his work as very, very elaborate, like stylistically. I just feel like those pieces would go better with him. I guess would like fit his style or fit his artwork better in my opinion. And if this was a denim jacket and a work pant, I would have definitely copped both of them. But because it's a sweatpant and a sweatshirt, I don't think I'm gonna cop either of them. I don't know though. I mean, they are pretty dope, and the more I look at the way these colors blend together, I'm like really considering it. And if you would have asked me like 2 weeks ago, I would have said hell no, but low key, these are looking pretty dope. But that's basically the only dope shit dropping. The rest of the drop is kind of trash, which is kind of sad because obviously the in-store drops are closed. All the US Supreme stores, UK Supreme stores, the Supreme stores in France and Japan are all closed down. Yes, if you guys did not hear for whatever reason, you guys can see the little notification at the top of the Supreme website. They have signs outside the Supreme store. It's all closed, which is kind of insane. Like, I cannot believe that that is happening, but it is happening. That being said, that means there will be more individuals copying online. I'm kind of curious to see how that affects the sellout times, or if it even does. Obviously, they have thousands and thousands of people around the world shopping online at the same time, so I don't know if like an extra 1,000 people that would normally just be in line trying to cop online is really gonna make that much of a difference. Honestly, their servers are trash regardless, and yeah, I mean, I guess we'll see tomorrow how the live cop goes. I will, of course, bring you guys a live cop tomorrow. If you guys want to see that, of course, hit that like button down below. I would really appreciate it. But moving on, we have this. I don't really know what to call this piece. I call it like the abusive pageant mother piece, because I feel like those little kids that are like 3 years old and their mom's like starving them to death to put them in the pageant, and then like if they don't do everything just right, they're beating the shit out of them when they get home. I feel like this jacket, especially in gold, would be perfect for one of those kids. The colors other than the gold aren't really that bad, but I just don't think this jacket's that dope, and I definitely will not be acquiring these at all. Maybe the green one, but I wish they would have picked some more like vintage colors as opposed, like maybe like an older yellow or like an older red. Like, I don't know, I'm not really feeling these color choices, and I just feel like the color choices, especially with this graphic, is just garbage. And I hate almost anything that says Supreme Team. You have these Supreme mesh hoodies, which I actually think these are kind of dope, but I wish they were just normal hoodies. I like the arc on the graphic. I like the font. It almost looks like a Florida Marlins font, and It's pretty sick. It's not a terrible piece, but it's made of mesh, so I'm probably gonna pass. Supreme's mesh pieces are like, it's hit or miss. Like sometimes it's good, sometimes it's terrible, and I'm not risking it. All right, next up we have the Supreme Stars crew neck with the Supreme going all the way across the back and the stars beautifully displayed. You guys already know your boy, the Star Life, loves this piece. However, I will not be acquiring it. I don't really know the significance of these years, but they have all these like stars with different years. Obviously, they have 1994, the year Supreme was established, and then they have all these other years, which I don't quite know the significance of, but if you guys want to enlighten me, or if you guys do know, let me know in the comments. It is a cut and sew piece, so it has like a little line right here, which I think would be pretty dope if you are a female to get like a little thread cutter, cut the bottom half, and then use it as a crop top. I think that would actually look really, really sick. But as a sweater, I don't really care about this piece too much. I do like the big branding across the back. We have this piece right here, which is actually more than $150. It's $198. The Rawlings Catcher's Vest. I'm just waiting to see some like dumbass kid to try to use this as a bulletproof vest, or like, can it stop a bullet to go viral and then die? But hopefully no one does that. Please do not try that at home. These are not gonna stop a bullet, so definitely do not get these unless you play baseball, which right now all sporting events are canceled throughout. There's no sporting events, like unless you want to just play an empty field with yourself and you want to like throw the ball and then run and try to catch them. I have no idea, but basically social distancing. Do not cop this. Maybe if you want to play baseball after the world ends and there's like only 5 people left. I don't even know if you can play baseball with 5 people, but nonetheless, this piece I'm not copping. It's $230, $198, and then of course taxes and shipping. Taxes are gonna be $20. I live in Washington State, where we just get absolutely obliterated with taxes, and then $10 shipping. $230, you're smoking cock. I'm definitely not gonna buy this. Then you have this terrible Supreme Team graphic on a hat, which is disgusting. Speaking of hats though, you do have these corduroy hats, and I think the corduroy hat in like the creme de la creme color is absolutely gorgeous. Someone tried telling me creme de la creme is not a color. Yes, it is. It's cream of the cream. But for those of you guys that do not know what creme de la creme is, it's the bukkake colorway. It's the color that basically was white and then nutted on 100 times to create the creme de la creme colorway. But of course that is curved brim, because as you guys know, Supreme now does more curved brims than flat brims. They basically waited till the curved brim style died and then just made nothing but curved brims. I might cop the creme de la creme one, the bukkake colorway one, but all the other colors, I like the orange, but like the purple, I don't know, but the black's kind of sexy too. The only one I don't really care about is the purple one, but the cream, orange, and black one are all kind of fire. But I also really just love corduroy, so that's probably why I'm thinking about getting that creme de la creme one. Corduroy is one of my favorite fabrics. I've been wearing it since I was a young lad, knee high. And then honestly, everything else to me is absolute garbage. You have this shot leather jacket, which is so freaking expensive. Oh my God, these leather jackets. I don't even think this is, I think this is suede. Oh, I just feel another zit. Why are all these zits going right around my freaking eyebrow? I feel like this is one of those jackets that like you wear if you live out in the middle of nowhere and you like think your sister's hot, but you don't want to admit it, you know? Like you're like low-key kind of weird like that, and you're like, bro, my sister's fucking sexy, bro. And like, I don't know, like this just feels like a weird ass jacket. I'm not a fan of it at all. I like some Western wear, but this is just like not a vibe to me at all. I don't like the red velvet either, and like the black. Ugh. If they would have done this in like maybe like a diarrhea brown, you know, like a nice beautiful light brown, you know, like when you take a shit and you're like, damn, that was a healthy shit, like I've really been eating a lot of nice foods lately. Then you have these track tops and track bottoms. It's like a half zip top in this like plaid colorway, and these plaids are so fucking ugly. That's it. They do have the classic logo, which I love that logo. They have the classic logo like right in the center of your freaking abdomens, or what is that called? Your solar plex? Or is this your solar plex? I don't know. It's like basically right here, like a place where if you got punched, you'd probably die. Your whole rib cage would get shattered in and just destroy your organs. Of course, these do have matching pants that also look equally as trash. They have like zipper pockets. They have the branding right here in your upper left cock region. I think I hate these so much because they could have just done such a better like plaid color choice, and like it's just such a letdown. Next up, you have these loose fitting, like kind of stonewash looking jeans. They're not actually stonewashed. They are a 14-ounce cotton material. They're supposed to fit loose, hence the name. It does have the branding on the back of the right ass pocket. And so that way when people are checking out your ass, they can be like, oh shit, his ass is Supreme, baby. Dude, I have no idea what voice that was or what like character that was. I don't know, I'm tired of shit right now, okay? Anyways, moving on, we have some long sleeves dropping. You have the studded long sleeve, which has the branding with like studs throughout the entire lettering. It's cool, it's a long sleeve. You guys know how I feel about long sleeves. I don't think they have much of a purpose, even though maybe with this coronavirus shit going around and me not wanting to get the virus attached to my skin, maybe it'd be good for me to start wearing long sleeves and gloves and a whole hazmat suit. But I do think the graphic on this piece is pretty dope. I think this would be really cool on like a hoodie or something like that, or maybe I don't know. I don't really like the lettering, but like an ARC logo with the studs inside would be kind of fire. And then last but not least, we have the long sleeve box logo. And no, it's not like a normal box logo. Of course, it is a small box. It comes in an absolute plethora of colors, and so you have a lot of colors to choose from. This item might sell pretty well. I'm not a fan of long sleeves, so I'm not gonna worry about it. But a lot of people love the small boxes. Of course, you just have the box logo on your left titty, your chesticle. And that is everything. I don't know, man. I don't really care about anything from this week except for the Rammellzee collaboration. I would like to cop a couple of the tees, maybe the hoodie and sweatpants. Like, I'm really considering going for the hoodie and sweatpants, or maybe just the sweatpants. I don't know, man. I do think this collaboration is dope, and honestly, like I said, learning more about it really gave me some appreciation for this collab. But let me know what you guys think of this week's drop list down in the comments below. Of course, while you're down there, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications. When you hit that little bell, make sure you select all. And then, of course, when you're done showing some love by liking and commenting, follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is at the start. That's THESTARRLIFE. This means more on the screen and the description down below. And then, of course, follow Robotus and Poppy if you guys want to get some deals. I will be posting some of these items on Robotus and Poppy, and people will be able to take the dub. I had some people win Travis Scott's for like 30 bucks. I had someone win Off-White Air Forces, I think, for like $10. I've had so many freaking deals, so definitely follow Robotus and Poppy. Hopefully all you guys stay safe during this crazy time. Much love. I appreciate you guys from the top and bottom of my heart. As always, keep living star life and peace the fuck out.
Bang, bitch, holler when you feel this. Fresh up out the county, tell them hoes to get up on me. I was in that motherfucker with some killers.